on Facebook and
We are going live. Give me 1 second.
no problem. Thank you.
You're live.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Pivot Shift Ahead family. No, you don't need to adjust your screens. I am not James Shaw, but I do have the privilege of sitting in for him today, and I couldn't be more excited to spend this time with you. This community for me has been the cornerstone of my career over the last 5 years. It's been a roadmap and a sounding board, and honestly, the place I've leaned in to build a real and successful business. The strategies and the mindsets that we share here, the accountability we create here, and the work, I don't take this privilege lightly. So, for those of you that haven't met me, I am Maria Pettet out of Cleveland, Ohio. I lead Integrity Home Group, and my business and my life are anchored in three core values: integrity, compassion, and energy. I carry those through with every client and every deal and every relationship, and now here with you. So for those of you that have been here before, you know that we don't just start with contracts or jump into broker questions or on the topic, but we do start with something good. And for that reason, because what we focus on expands. And I'd love to hear some big wins and from like three of you, a couple of tell me something goods, please. Tammy Fox, we'll start with you.
Thank you so much. Great job on the pre-show. This month, my oldest son closed on a house. And this is to give you guys hope who have children who have gone through addiction. He had more than 10 years of addiction, 13 overdoses, but God. And he did the hard work. He did the recovery. He lived in transitional housing and was considered homeless 2 years ago. And I connected him with my lender. She told him what to do to get his credit score up, and he did it on his own. There is hope for those children, and I know many of us have them in our family, and that is the biggest win, I think, of the month for me is he is a homeowner, he's engaged, and his future is bright.
Oh
So,
my God, Tammy, I love that so much. Thank you. And I see the tears welling up in your
yeah.
eyes. That is fantastic and so awesome. And I will pray for him to stay on this journey and this path. And what an amazing obstacle that he overcame. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. Man, these are so good. Lewis Jackson.
Good morning, everybody. I think you guys may remember I actually started with Keller Williams about 90 days ago. Thanks to this group, I've had a lot of assistance from trying to figure out how to do open houses and everything else. This past weekend, we actually did a mega open house, and we had at least 30, 40 groups stopping by. So that was the biggest open house I've ever had. But on top of that, I have my first closing next Friday. I've only been with KW for 90 days, and I can honestly, I couldn't have done it without this group. Like, you guys supporting and pushing and all the direction, all the stuff with the questions we've asked. Like, I couldn't have got this far without you guys. So I'm excited to see where this journey goes, but I just want to say thank you for everybody. Like, I'm really excited to see where this goes. So,
Lewis, show up every day to this call. 1,000,000%. It will change your life and you will continue these closings. I love it. Thank you. Thanks for coming on camera.
no problem. Thank you guys. Seriously. I try to join every morning that I can, and I appreciate it.
I love it. I love it. Proud of you. Thanks for sharing. Crystal.
Good morning, Maria. Love the topic, the pre-show and everything. My gratitude, something good ties into something that has been I've not been able to pinpoint, and that is that the why, the motivation. I came from doing a large amount of business in Southern California and Nevada. Here in Georgia, have not found my spark because Georgia was never on my goal list. Well, I've been separated from my daughter and my granddaughter for 12 years. And might tell me something good, tying back to what Tammy said earlier, but God, continued prayer and just because of a relationship that my daughter was in, a controlling relationship, everything pivoted, everything pivoted. Um, Behind an accident that happened. I got hit by a semi truck, but I'm here and God saved me and I'm here. And not only that, my daughter's out of that relationship. I have my daughter, I have my granddaughter, and this was supposed to be the very first weekend with my granddaughter and I alone, and she was hospitalized under my care. And I came to find out, and I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible so everyone else can share. The time that I finally get with my granddaughter, I have all these plans to spend with her, and I'm supposed to pick her up from work at 5 o'clock, and at 4:30, she's sick. I take her to urgent care at 11 o'clock. They send her to Children's Hospital in Atlanta, and I'm sitting there at my granddaughter's bedside for 2 days and just trying to figure out what's going on with her. My granddaughter she's taking 7 college classes. She's a straight A student. She's stressed to the max. She doesn't even drink Coke. We find out she's drinking 2 monsters a day.
Oh,
There's
geez.
so much weight on my granddaughter, who I'm just now getting to meet because she's been out of my life for 12 years. I just want to share with this community. I have not had a why since I've been in Georgia, which is almost 10 years. I have my why now.
You
And
do now.
I have my why now. And I'm so thankful because I haven't been able to pinpoint my why. And I have it now. So I just wanted to share that.
It's so powerful, and it's going to help you push you through the tough days. And I love that so much. Thank you so much for the share. I appreciate that. I want to pivot into I want to share my secret sauce at this time of year. So I've been in the industry for a little over 2 decades, and it, I don't feel right doing this. I need to say thank you for everyone sharing those powerful stories. The pre-show, I need to honor that as well. So let me go back. I want to honor the pre-show, and I want to honor all the personal stories that everyone shared. That is so powerful and so meaningful. And our purpose here in our business funds those big whys. And I want to just kind of have us focused in on that. So now I'm going to pivot. So one of my secret sauces is always for all these decades, my fourth quarters have always been stacked with business. Not always, I shouldn't say that. I mean, but I get really purposeful before we get into the fourth quarter, because I just get super focused in on what can I do to make sure that I'm setting up a successful fourth quarter and then kicking off the new year with deals and with business. And kind of keeping in alignment with getting back to basics, I want to kind of frame this conversation around what I've done in the last several years, and it's kind of a reminder for me too. Is so as we move into fall, I want you to think about the idea of the deposits that we're making in our business today pay dividends later. And I'm telling you, it happens to me all the time. So just like in life, you don't plant a seed today and then eat the fruit tomorrow. It takes time, consistency, and care. Fall is a perfect time to do a little cleanup, right? So it's a little fall cleanup in our businesses, especially in our databases. I know I need to do it because the truth is, when winter and the holiday season is right around the corner and is upon us, it's right around the corner. And those months give us the best opportunities to reconnect with people that maybe we haven't seen, maybe we haven't talked to. It's like a great excuse to get with people. It's a natural season of gatherings and gratitude and reflection. And when we lean into it with purpose and intention, it sets us up for a strong 2026, really strong 2026. I haven't done the math yet. Someone said it was less than 100 days. I think we technically have like less than 60 business days between now and the end of the year. So if you think of it in that sense, like, you can really be purposeful with your connections as you're doing this fall cleanup, or as I know I'm going to be, and then making these connections through winter. So something I've implemented in my business, in my own business over the years, as I said, getting back to the database cleanup, making sure I'm intentional about who I'm reconnecting with and reaching out to. And honestly, it sounds so super simple, but hey, we're talking about getting back to basics. I wanted to share that strategy. It's easy to get caught up in the closings.
I don't know what you're doing.
Thank you. It's easy to get caught up in the closings and contracts and forget that this business is built on relationships, and those relationships carry us forward through when the market gets tough. So here's where I'd like to hear from you. I want to master around this topic is, let's say fall cleanup, fall database cleanup, all that stuff has been done. What are some strategies or ideas on how we can reconnect with our people and get really purposeful, intentional with it So you're not just busy, right? That you're also building momentum for 2026. So what are some ways that we can do that going into this holiday season? Dean Moss, let's hear from you.
Hey, good morning, Cleveland. How are you? Thanks for leading us today, Maria.
My
Appreciate that. I think what comes to mind here is you got to take stock of where you are, where you want to go. In other words, if I want to go to Cleveland, I know how to get there like the back of my hand. You need a road map. If I want to get off somewhere, maybe take a little different detour. You got to have a plan. Excuse me, as to where you want to go. Sorry about that, everybody. And I think that so many people this time of the year, they begin to let their foot off the gas just a little bit too much. So keep the foot on the gas and understand when it's time to press down on it a little bit. It's simply a matter of continuing to be intentional, even when the finish line is in sight. And so many people let things up too easily. So thanks for letting me share.
Thanks so much, Dean. I appreciate you. Valerie.
Good morning, everybody. I actually do a party for Beaujolais Day, and I do it every year, and I get 6 touches out of that. Uh, uh, Donna Gilbert would like some Beaujolais. And I learned about Beaujolais Day when I was in France, and it's the third Thursday, so I do it on the Saturday following the third Thursday. The beauty of the whole thing is there's a ton of people out of town that can't make the party, so when I'm slapping down my credit card at the end of the night, it's not that bad, but I get the 4 touches going into the party, and then I get another touch coming out of it, plus the touch at the party. And I always, that just keys up my first quarter. And like Dean said, I worked through this last quarter. I came from the title business, and the fourth quarter we had to work our butts off. And that's what I do. And I always have really great fourth quarters because I don't take my foot off the gas at all. I actually press down a little bit.
I love that. I do the same thing. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Valerie. Auntie Donna.
First of all, Beaujolais Day. How long has this been going on?
I know, I was like,
I'm
hi,
always-
where's my invite?
12 years.
Wonderful. I love that. Yeah, please include me. Maria, thank you so much for doing this. This is, it has been an emotional roller coaster this morning, starting with boogieing out to Footloose, and then we're crying, we're praying, we're celebrating, we're doing all the emotions. And what's amazing is that we get to do it in this community and in this group, and we feel so comfortable, whether we've known each other for 5.5 years or longer, or you just joined today. We feel so comfortable and so welcoming. And so that's kind of, you said it, planting seeds. Well, fall is another time to plant. I'm actually planting my bulbs for my garden for next year, literally planting my bulbs for the garden now. So that's kind of what we should be doing in our database. And I take this time to really go deep with the people who I'm closest with, but also the people who I feel like maybe they need a little something, whether they're clients or friends, focusing more on clients. But we've talked about certain things, your goals and everything, really having a deep conversation and letting them know, this is the important part, letting them know that I am grateful for them choosing me to be on this journey with them. And that kind of like resonates. And don't do it if you don't mean it. But if you do, let people know, because then they'll lean in. You can do this together. There's a lot of people who have been carrying burdens just in our community. Imagine when you reach out into the larger community who are carrying burdens that you don't even know about, to let them know that you're there for them and that you will help with the burden. You'll help, carry them through. We'll pray, we'll cry. You kept saying, I don't want tears. I'm like, let's have tears. Just be there for people and let them know you're grateful to be in their world. Thank you. I love you.
I love you. Thank you so much for sharing, Donna. I just didn't want to cry. I just needed to kind of keep it together. So thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Amy.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. So for us, we really lean into the community around this time of year. We do a shred event. We did it last year. We do blessing baskets this year, and we just love on our customers, our, prospective customers and our vendors. And this time of year, there's just so many people that are without and lonely. So we try to provide um, that outlet for them to come and be loved and trunk or treats and things like that. So we do a lot of events at this time of year just to be in community.
What's your top event that you do in your community?
So our shred event is pretty big. We're hoping to make it bigger this year. And last year was the first year we did blessing baskets, well, both events. So blessing baskets for sure are blessing baskets for sure are our biggest event.
Yeah, that I could see that. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing, Amy. Appreciate it. Great to see you on the call. Ellie McIntyre.
Hello, my lovely. How are
Hello.
you?
Hello, I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
Good, good. Okay, so I'm going to go for a shameless plug here,
Ah,
and there's a reason behind it. And we have about 20% of the people that are on this call that get up every morning and join us for early birds. And if you don't know what that is, it's at a horrendously early 6:30 a.m. on Clubhouse. Lee Corey from the Boston Midwest or whatever she says, and I do every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. on Clubhouse. Anyway, very well timed is the fact that always the last Thursday of the month, we always talk about what events, aka client events, farm events, sphere events, and we have this fabulous mastermind. And of course, tomorrow is the last Thursday of the month. And because if prior planning prevents poor performance. We've already done October. We did that at the end of August. So tomorrow, of course, with blessing baskets, and we do separate different mornings when we talk specifically about blessing baskets, because it is such a huge event in everybody's community if they're doing it. But tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m., if you get onto Early Birds, and hopefully somebody will put the link in the chat, we are going to be talking about what you can do in November, as well as blessing baskets, and how you can set your year up in 2026 with making connections, with doing things in the community, within your sphere, so that as we approach the new year, you are strong, you're ready, and you're going to just take off.
That's a total shameless plug that I love, Ellie, and you're allowed to do it. Thank you for sharing
Thank
that.
you, my love.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do I have your permission to jump to a couple of people that I haven't heard from yet? There's 2 minutes. I'm trying to stay on time here and I want to wrap up. And so I'm being told, like, wrap it up. So Josie, I love you. I want to jump to Alice and Brent since we haven't heard from them yet. So whatever you want to share, if you can share it in the chat. So Alice and Brent, please share. And we have 2 minutes left. So I just want to kind of lightning round power through these, a couple of more hands.
Okay, so quickly, we lean into the fourth quarter with fall Popeyes. I have these little candles with a cute little tag on them, and drop by people that I don't always see, knock at their door. It makes for a great conversation. I have these bags too. I should have branded bags, but at Trader Joe's, these are just, these are $3.99. The candles are $3.33. I also drop by with pumpkins and people love it. It's a great way to end the fourth quarter.
Awesome, share. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Ginger.
Hey, good morning. Maria, you're doing a great job and thanks for letting me share.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say, so what I do during the fourth quarter, and I've been doing this for years, is the first thing I do is sit down and start planning. I start planning early in September for the end of the year and going into next year. I think that's important to get a good start on it. And in addition, I double down on making sure that I am doubling down on my calls and on my touches to my database during this time of year when a lot of times people can get depressed or feel alone during the holidays. And then I do some small events, like I'll be doing a pie event. We're doing a coffee and conversations event to round out the year. And then we always do something with one of my book clubs where we'll do a charity event for people that really need it. Like we've adopted families, we've done organizations that are helping homeless, stuff like that. So I feel it's important to give back as well. So thanks for letting me share.
Of course. Thank you so much. I love that. And I just see all these hands that are raised, and we're at the end of this call. What I'd love for you guys to do is, for those of you that have your hands raised, if we can keep this conversation going on the Facebook live stream of this, just add your share to the chat. So I just want to, before we close out, just say thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you through this conversation today. The energy, the honesty, the tears too, the ideas you shared today is exactly what makes this community so powerful. But here's my challenge for you is don't just listen to these conversations, take action. Take one deposit that you can make into your business this week, one call, one note, one reconnection, and do it with purpose and intention. Those small, consistent deposits will pay dividends, not only in the fourth quarter, but even in 2026. I'm grateful for all of you. Now let's go make it happen and show up as our best selves today. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Maria.
Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Wonderful
Thank you so
call.
much.